Been a long time. I don't even know how to start this. I have probably the biggest stacks I've ever had in my life right now because I've been meaning to do this video for probably like a month and a half now, but yeah, a lot of stuff happened. Basically, I got sick. I had school. There's a million reasons why, but I was sick for like 3 weeks straight when I actually had time to do this, and it just never happened. So I decided that to make up for that, I'm going to put away literally everything that I have. A lot has happened, like I think since the last video. I had to get new binders, stuff has rearranged, and as far as like the K-pop world in general, there are groups that I'm gonna be putting away that like kind of don't exist anymore, or like we don't know what their futures are. So that's a little sad. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. Okay, so I think I already explained this, but this is like no longer a New Jeans collection binder. There is New Jeans in here, but this is actually my like miscellaneous stuff binder, and this is what we're starting with. I just have a couple of like random stuff from albums that I bought slash have, I guess. And yeah, just stuff like that, random stuff that I ended up with that I would like to keep. So starting out, I actually have a couple of IU cards. So shout out to Aeong PC if she watches this, basically. But I won a giveaway and I got a bunch of albums. So this is one of the albums that I chose. It was like the Tweety Bird jewel case thing. Okay, sorry about that. I just realized that you could totally see the little card thing over here. And also, it is really dark. I'm gonna try to like edit this to make it brighter. But I have the overhead light on. I have 2 lamps and the windows right there, and it still looks really dark, and I don't know why. So I'm gonna edit and hope for the best. But continuing, I also have a couple of cat's eye PCs. I'm not really collecting them, but a friend of mine had a bunch of extras and she was going to sell me these for like super cheap, and her name is Megan. Hello, that's my name. So I watched the like Dream Academy thing when it was happening, and I really liked her. And I also watched the documentary, and I still really like her. So I think she's my bias. So we have that. Here's the New Jeans stuff that I have left. Next, I actually have a couple of Stacy PCs. Like, this is so random, but I ended up with these because the giveaway that I won, I got like 3 albums from Yves Pink, and they were having some special where you could just get cards for free. And I don't collect any of the groups that they had, so I just went for 2 Stacy PCs. So I have Yoon and Isa. I have no idea who my bias would be in Stacy, but I feel like maybe Yoon. So I'm glad I have that. And lastly, also is from like the albums that I got for free. It's like these VVG PCs. I asked for the Shinbi jewel case, and I think that the hair is a little bit questionable, culturally speaking, but this is what I pulled, so I'm just putting it in here. And yeah, it's like also in the group photo. It's questionable, but like, I know, don't say anything. Anyways, that is everything that I have for this miscellaneous binder. We're touching a lot of binders today. Next is gonna be the like OT12 LOONA binder, but I don't have anything like OT12 wise. It's just gonna go in there. Okay, so this is the binder I was using for like OT12 sets, and I haven't made like good progress over the past 2 years, but it's still not exactly finished. And actually what I have is like a random Go-On PC, and I also have a random LOONA group PC, which I am just gonna put in here just because I don't want to take out the huge LOONA binder, because that thing is basically an archive at this point. Like, I don't ever really need to touch it. So for this random Go-On PC, I'm gonna put it next to this random Go-On PC right here. I am like kind of trying to finish her stuff, but also not really. Like, I don't really care that much, but if I end up with it, then I'm happy. And I literally don't remember when or why I got that, but it's probably been on hand for a really long time. And then we also have this hula hoop group card, which I've wanted for a super long time, because it is like, I think the last OT12 group card that exists. And I'm gonna put it next to this other one. It's annoying me that these are going opposite ways, but I'm gonna leave it like that. And that's everything for this one. Next is actually gonna be the Twice binder. Whoops, sorry, that's kind of loud. Okay, so this is the Twice collection, kind of. I collect Sana and Momo mostly, but I haven't really been collecting as much lately. I don't know. I kind of miss it, but I went way too far. It actually was literally on the second page. I have this Momo that I want to say I've had since like July, maybe June. It's been a really long time, but I am finally putting it away because we actually have more than one thing to put in here, which is nice. So that's that, and then now what I have is actually stuff from Strategy. I got a couple of albums, and I also bought stuff on Mercari before I realized that I was going to be buying albums. So that's my bad. But anyways, I have like put in pages, which is good, but I probably won't need all of them. So I pulled Momo's thing from the Digipack, and I traded the PC for Sana. I have this Momo that we pulled, this Sana Pola that I pulled from the highlight version, and I'm actually gonna be keeping this Jeonghan that I pulled. This was like my favorite card from the previews in the first place, and then I pulled it, so I feel like I should keep it. But I don't exactly know where things should be put away. Okay, actually, I think I'm gonna put this one here, and then whenever I get Sana's Digi PC, since it's like really similar, I'm gonna put it next to this. And put this here. I know these are not the same, but they're I don't really collect stuff like this. I just happen to pull them for those, so I'm just gonna keep those, and then we can start the album PCs here. Okay, yay! That is all the Twice that we have for now, and hopefully next time we'll be finishing Strategy. Okay, our first depressing binder is the Promise 9 binder. Yeah, it's okay. I do really hope that they're continuing in some way, shape, or form, but it's not looking good, guys. Anyways, I have like a couple of stuff from their Supersonic comeback. Let's see. Yeah, well, so these are the regular album PCs. I joined a go with Promise 17 on YouTube/Instagram. I'm sure she's a lot more sad than I am, but as an Orbit, it's hard for me to be like, oh, it's over, because they can always come back in different ways. But yeah, these are the cards I ended up with. Clearly I prioritized Jisun, but I'm glad I did end up with at least one Jiwon PC. Maybe I should switch those because I think I tend to put her on the other side. I don't know. I'll leave it like that. And then for the compact PCs, we did get two, so I was able to get these. Very nice. I might actually need another page, but I might just put stuff on the back if I need to, because it does a lot. Then we have, this is like a Weverse pop, I think, for the compact PCs. Kind of boring, but that's what we ended up with. And then we also have two Weverse pops for the regular albums, because I did get a set, so I was not able to get Jiwon. I'm not sure why, but maybe there was not enough, but I did get Cheo. So I'll just maybe I should put her here actually, because I like the selfies more. So yeah, obviously this binder is not going to change very much probably. So that's what we have for Supersonic. I kind of am just like happy with what I pulled at this point. Don't know if I'm ever getting that. I don't know if I really care enough to try to seek it out, because they're expensive. But that's everything for Promise, and now I'm gonna go into the Yuta binder. Yeah. Sorry if I'm being like kind of boring. I'm like a little bit sad. Like just thinking about how much stuff has changed. Even since the last video, what the heck, it's been like 2 months, and K-pop's changing too much for me. Anyways, I do have a couple of things for Utah. So first of all, I have this one random Be There For Me card. I did like a little shopping on Poke Market. Great place for NCT cards. If you collect Utah, definitely. And I really wanted this card for a long time. It was more expensive, I think, than most things are for him, but I just really wanted it. So. Anyways, then we also have a couple of walk PCs. I don't think any of these are album PCs actually, or maybe one of them is, but I got this thing, and then I think this one, hello, I think this one is a trading card, but really like that one. I liked it better than his album card in the same outfit. And then we also have this one, which I think actually is an album card, like the podcast version maybe. I am just saying stuff, but I don't actually know. And there we go. And then I do actually have one of his depth PCs. They had not very many on Poke Market, so I just got this one. But I'm actually planning on getting another one. It's like I've purchased it. So I might rearrange this once I have that so that they can be together. But that's everything for Utah. I'm kind of thinking about downsizing some of this older stuff because I kind of don't care about these cards. I like maybe care from like here onwards at this point. I don't know. I definitely like his newer cards more than his older ones. Okay, so now we are in one of the first collections that I've moved. I haven't changed it, I moved it since the last video, and that is my Boyz collection. Oh well, why is it in this pink thing? I don't know. This is what I had. So last time, if you remember, it was kind of overflowing in the single binder, so I actually split it, and now yeah, this is all album stuff, and then I have another pink one. I used the pink ones because I had two, and I wanted them to be matching so that I know mentally like what's in here. So the other one has all the non-album stuff, so now we've got like a lot of room, which is really nice. And I only have a little bit of stuff. This is again all album stuff, so I have a little bit for like the new album. I did a couple of pages because I was thinking ahead. Proud of myself. This is the only like Hyunjae card that I have, I think. It's a little bit sad, but yeah, this is all I had, because he was really expensive on Poke Market. It was pretty irritating, so that's all I have right now. And then I made a lot of progress on Haknyeon, so we have actually all of his Riot version PCs, because they were having the Black Friday sale, so they ended up being like 50 cents each, and this version, he looks so good in all of these cards. Hello. That's what the back looks like, if you care. I don't know. Oh, they're all different. Okay. Yeah, what the heck? One of these is like definitely the platform. I'm gonna assume this one's the platform because it feels the most different. But yeah, I haven't really thought about how I'm arranging things. I don't know if it really matters if that's the platform version. TBH, I might just put them all together since they match. Right. We're definitely gonna move stuff once I actually have some Hyunjaes, maybe. I kind of regret like getting so many of Haknyeon's because now I feel like I'm committed to like getting the same amount of stuff for Hyunjae, and I just don't know how much I want to do that. Okay, so here is where all the like pop and other random stuff is for the Boyz now. I really need to stop buying these things, low-key. But anyways, first of all, we have this Hello 82 Hyunjae. I don't know. I joined a go for that. That was like for the in-person fan signs they were doing in Atlanta and stuff during the tour. Really like that one. And as far as the new era, like trigger, I have a few things. So first of all, we have, oh my god, sorry about the loud plane. We have a couple of Kirby's. I'm really glad that I was able to claim for this one because I know people were going crazy. Wow, that is a really loud plane. I also have a couple of random Haknyeons that I got from Poke Market. So first of all, this I think is Jiwon music, like he's just poking his cheek with a fork. I love a silly prop, so keeping this one. And honestly, I'm gonna start these, I think, on the other side, because I know I have one more that I claimed both of them. So yeah, anyways, and then we have this one. I don't remember. I think they did a couple of different pops with this exact pose. So this is the Everline one, if you're wondering. There we go. Okay, and then I have a couple of tour things. If you don't remember, last time I put away this guy, and I did get Haknyeon's too, so I have this one. Yay. And what does this say? Tokengi? I guess that's the name of his little bunny. So I have both of those. And I did get both of their pouches, but Withmu, for some reason, really messed up, and only Hyunjae's actually came with card. So this guy's gonna be by himself. Very unfortunate. Yeah, I do need to add a page actually. I thought I calculated this perfectly. Okay, anyways, we did get some pops for the buying the merch. I bought a lot, so the Go manager felt bad that a lot of our pouches did not come with PCs. So if that happened to us, we got an additional one, so I was able to get Jeonghan just as well, since he was my third choice, and that's really nice. So now I have all three of them for these. Okay, so that's that. And then I have a random trading card. Someone included this like in a trade, or is like something that I bought just like as a freebie, and it's legit. So this is like a merch card, so I'm putting it here. Finally something else that can go on this page. Next I have, I think it's like the Buyee kit or something. Let me see. I don't know what to do with this. I feel like this should go somewhere else, low-key. But anyways, I have these. I don't know if this is all of them, if it was 2 cards or if there's like 4 and I just only bought 2 or something, because I feel like there's usually like 5 cards for the Buyee kit or whatever. But I also got these off of Pokemarket just for funsies. And yeah, maybe I should put this back here somewhere. Right. And lastly, very lastly, I have this like QR code guy, and there's no room once again. Okay. So that's all for this. I think from here on it's gonna be big binders, so I might have to lift the camera, but yeah, done with small ones. Okay, so incredibly, I have some BTS cards. Not very many, but I do have some, which is always good. And I actually have a card for this set, if you can believe. Why is he over here? Is that normal? No, I get it. It goes like... I'm so confused. I think of this as like the last spot in my mind, so I'm like, these should be switched, but actually I think this is correct. Anyways, I have this Yoongi. It is one of the repress ones, which I actually don't think any of mine are so far, so that's unfortunate, but it's better than nothing, so I will take it. There we go. So now I'm literally just missing Hobie for this one, and then I'll be finished. Very nice. And now I think I just have like some solo stuff, just last chapter 2, whatever you want to call it. So we gotta flip way back here. Okay, oh my god, Neptune, I'm so sorry. Still don't have these. Unfortunate, but that is the state of stuff right now. Do I have any Jimin? I think I do, but I have these in a weird order. Cause like, where's the Hobie stuff? Did I pass it already, actually? I did. Okay, that's my bad. So I do, oh my god, that is a really loud plane as well. I do have this, which is the last, oh my god. Sorry about that, that was insanely loud. I could not even hear myself think. So, yeah, this is the last Hope Jack in the Box. I was gonna say like Hope in the Box, but that is not correct. I'm thinking of Hope on the Street, which I still don't have any for. I do have a wish list for it if anybody has extras they would like to sell me or trade me. So that is all we have for that. Next I have the last D-Day card. Very nice. Yay. And I do have a couple of Jiwon PCs. So actually, if you remember, I have 2 of finger guns. I now have the last one. I don't need 2 of finger guns, but I have that. So there we go. And I also have these Misc cards. Yeah, this is like, they were kind of guaranteed, I think, so that's pretty nice, pretty easy to get. I think what I am gonna do is actually like condense this page a little bit so that I can just put them here. Someone was very kind and they sold these cards to me for just the price of shipping it. So we're all done with that. Oh my god, should I? I'm thinking about moving this up so that I can have like an 8 pattern in a more... I'm so sorry. Yay, okay. I think that works fine. And yeah, there's nothing else. I did buy, I didn't get the layover vinyl, but I did get, he released like White Christmas vinyl. I don't know if that comes with a photo card, but I did buy it. So if it does have a photo card, we will put that in here, but I don't think that it does. But, that's all for BTS. Oh, this is actually pretty full too, which is unfortunate. Next is gonna be Billlie, which we haven't touched in a really long time. Okay, we are in the Billlie binder. It feels crazy to open this. I just went to their concert like literally 2 days ago, and I had a final the next day, and it was really stressful, but it was so fun, and I got to take a picture with Munsua, which was also crazy. She told me she liked my bangs and my nose piercing, and I told her that she should get a nose piercing, and she was like, I want one. So I actually have one for Village of Perception chapter 3. I have a polo. I've been done with like everything else, but we are still looking for some of these. So I have, at the very least, I have Munsua's hoodie one. I still need Haram, so if anybody out there has Haram for this set, I would really love to be able to finish this. But anyways, aside from all of this, we are actually starting the brand new era. Which, what the heck is this? Oh, they're like memories of all we, appendix of all we have lost is what it's called. So I have a few album PCs. I'm not anywhere near finished, so since there's only 4 PCs, I was actually going to do what I did for Collective Soul and Unconscious, because they also only had 4, and I just did sets of 7. So let me have these white ones and these black ones. So I'm not fully sure what the sets are here, so I'm just gonna make a guess, honestly. I might have to fix this later, but we're gonna go with like what we have right now as one set. Or this one, and then there will be another set. I don't have very many for that version. And then we have these, which I actually have, I think, both of Suhyun and Shuki's for this one. It sounded like I said Shuki. That was weird. There we go. And we're doing alternating 7. Ooh, sorry. I hit the little tripod thing. There we go. Very nice. Wait. Anyways, I just have a couple of props. I did join like noisy cars. I did join a couple of goes for like just Moonsuo's cards, but I joined this one for 3 members. So this is what we have. I put Moonsuo in the middle just because I know I have more of her coming and I want it to look nice. So there we go. Aren't they so cute? Like I'm dead. I love the like raincoat thing. Lastly, I did buy these at the tour. They're like a set of cards. They were just for sale. You didn't get these for like having VIP or anything like that. And yeah, I did think that these would go best way at the back because they're not really related to anything else. Yeah, their concert was super fun. I did not have like the VVIP or VVIP Plus, so I didn't get the like fan chat thing or whatever. But I did get regular VIP, so I did get a group photo and like high touch or whatever. And I think that's like basically the only benefit. You get like a lanyard and a poster, and that's basically it. But I did buy like I said, the photo thing, and I got super lucky. Like, mini story time is that I was first in line for the standard Polaroid as opposed to the premium ones, which is like a bigger Polaroid. I just paid for the regular little skinny one. And since I was first in line for that, they had to switch cameras when they got to me. And then they had technical difficulties. So like we took the photo and then the camera, like it didn't print the photo, so they were like trying to figure it out. And so I got to like stand there and talk to Moonsuo for like 2.5 minutes until they told me to move. I don't know why, but the lady was like, you need to stand over here. And I was like, oh, okay. Even though like the camera wasn't ready. So I don't know. I think they just didn't want me to like overstay my welcome and like bother her or something. But we were just chatting. So yeah, they had to move me. But the photo came out really good. And I'm really happy about that. So yeah, that's all that I had actually for Billlie, and now we're gonna go to Sserafim. We have a lot for Sserafim, and I made a couple of changes. Not a lot, but just a little bit. There's a cover on this binder. Like, not really. This is just like the poster that you get with the balaclava version. I also put the rest like inside, kind of, because I wanted to put them somewhere because they're kind of nice, and they're like double-sided. So I do feel a little bad because whoever's on the other side of Jiwon's is like, it's not visible. Unfortunately. Oh my god, I'm like super off camera. What's going on? Okay, I think that's as good as the camera's positioning is gonna get. I actually have something for anti-fragile. If you would believe it, it's literally like, this is life-changing. We're finally done with our compact cards. Why was this so difficult? Everybody was like being crazy about them, and I finally was able to just trade for this one. So I am extremely happy. Whoa. It's like I could have finished this at any time, but I don't want to pay $12 each for those. It just seems kind of stupid. So anyways, we're done with that. Next we have one Unforgiven card. And it is going here because some very, very sweet person who watches my videos, like they commented on my last video and also messaged me on Instagram to like trade me this. I think that I traded them a Vernon card maybe. I really don't remember. If that's wrong, I'm sorry. But thank you so much for this. So now I'm finished with their target cards for Unforgiven, which is super nice. Little poo-poo stain on the back. So nice. Okay. Now, you can't really tell, or maybe you can, but I actually have changed some of these pages out. I did buy some double-sided pages. So some of them I have switched into here. And I do really like them, and it's gonna make putting this stuff away a lot easier. Is this one? I think this one's also double-sided, even though there's nothing on that side. We have a ton of stuff for crazy, actually. Whoa. Actually, I think everything that's left in this stack is for crazy. This is so embarrassing. So here we go. I think I put these in the right order. But we do have like the rest of the album cards, I think, except for this version for Sakura. I don't know why, but I just have not good luck with Sakura's cards, and she always ends up being like the last person I'm missing. yeah, we have like literally everything else. So sad. But look at this. Look at how we can just do that. I think these pages are not really high quality, so I am still kind of looking for like better ones. But they're the right size and the right price, you know what I mean? Because like I think somebody suggested Meow Cafe has like double-sided pages, but they don't do like the standard size. They only do it for like the skinny size, and I don't do that. I do these big ones. It's big sleeves. So I will link these ones if I remember to. I will link these pages if anybody wants them, because I think they're pretty nice. Hello. Okay. They're like nice enough, you know? They're just very like, they fold like this. I feel like my regular pages don't like, they don't do this, you know? But at the same time, I think that if I had pages like this that were like as thick as my other ones, these pages would be so thick because it would be like 3 times as thick as the regular one, or like 2 times as thick. Now we have the compact cards. So we have all of these. So yeah, I only did selfies for this one when it came down to it. I do have like, I think an extra Hyunjae Pola style, and also that might be it. I don't remember actually. But that's all we have. Next, I think, are these the Target cards? No, these are the balaclavas. Whoa. Okay, we have the balaclava version. Both of these sets. Wow, that is a garbage truck and it's really loud. Thanks, garbage truck. Here we go. Hello. Okay. I will say it's a little hard sometimes, especially on the top row, to get it in the correct hole. And I really love this concept. Like, I'm glad they also did some weaver sets with these concepts, because these are so interesting. It's like the most interesting set they did. Ooh. There we go. Very nice. Okay, next we have, I think, weaver sets, a couple of them. So here's a little story. So I thought that the weaver sets came as a full set, but it seems like it doesn't. I haven't actually opened any. These are from Grows, so it seems like they're all random, all the PCs, which is really unfortunate. So yeah, you might be wondering, where is Jiwon? So I traded with someone. I traded with someone in Canada, like right before the strike happened. So I think that we're both not getting this Jiwon. Like, they had this concept, or no, they had this concept, and I had this concept for Jiwon. So I was trading because I liked the other one better. And I was just gonna have this mismatched Sakura, I guess. But now I just don't even have a Jiwon there. So I might have to go buy that or something. It's like really unfortunate, and I feel so bad, because if we had waited like maybe a day or two, we probably would have just held the trade. Okay, then we have these. This one I do actually have a full set, and then Hyunjae is the only one that is mismatched, but we're just gonna keep her. Okay, and I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to do about all of the Weavers, like, group cards and stuff. There's like kind of a crazy amount of them. Okay, we're just gonna put the Target PCs away. I think these are the Target PCs. Hello. There we go. Yay! Okay. Aside from this really sad little spot, there we have those, and this is the last pages that I have left, so let's see what we have. We have these, which were pops from Studio Chuu. I mean, they were from Weavers, but it's like a Studio Chuu event or something. I have like this and this. This was the balaclava pod. It's double-sided. So funny. And then this is Hello 82. And we have the Weaver's Shop set. And then this, I think it was like Cacao Talk. So now it's like, what do I do with these? Because we have this empty row. So we could, I think since these are empty, right? And then here, I can just like put some of these. So I think I have like 8 of these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then these can go over here. Yes. Okay. Wow. Okay, let's flip through it. See how it vibes. Pretend that I have this Sakura. There we go. We have all the album PCs and then these like Studio Chuu things. Then we have balaclava, I think on top and bottom, and then the compact PCs. These 2 pobs randomly. And then the Weavers versions are here. We will figure out something to put here. It's really sad. And then Target PCs are in the middle. And then we have a couple of pop sets. We have the Weavers Global pop set here, and then this one was the Cacao Talk stuff. And yeah, that's everything. That is everything for Sserafim. Now we're gonna go actually to Loossemble because I did make a little change. Okay, so here's something that's a little bit sad because one of the massive changes that I made was that I put Loossemble in their own binder. Hopefully this is not sad because there's a lot of room in here and I was expecting for this to continue to grow and now I'm not really sure if that's happening. But yeah. So here's where we are. Yeojin said something interesting. She said that there might be good news today or tomorrow. So I'm hoping that by the time I upload this, we do have good news. And otherwise, clown music or something. But yeah, another thing that I changed is that I rearranged this. So now each member has their own page and I am using the double-sided pages. So we have everyone with their own page. And I should be almost finishing these. I think I'm missing one Dawn version. Hyunjae, please check out my Instagram page because I am trying to trade for it. I'm literally one card away from being finished with their selfies. This is all Loossemble, I think. And okay, we'll go ahead and finish this, I guess. So first of all, we have the rest of Hyunjae's PCs. Except for the one that I'm missing, unfortunately, I believe. Then we do have the rest of Yeojin's PCs though, so this is the one that I'm missing for Hyunjae, if anybody is wondering. Go. And then we have this last day version. And we have the rest of Vivi's, so we have this one for the day version and the dawn version. Hello. Okay. Boom. And then Gohan was already done. Then we have the rest of Hedges. Here we go. And now we have a ton of actually unit cards, so let's pull all of those out. Here we go. So I was kind of doing it like in an order, so all of like the same member unit will be in a vertical row, and I kind of have them in order based on like whoever is earliest in the in the lineup. So the very first column should be like the first 2 members, if that makes any sense. Okay. Sorry I was silent through that. I was like trying to think because I had a lot of empty spaces. But at this point, I think the only units I'm missing are like ones that have VV in them, which is really unfortunate, but it's like 4 of them. So I still need day version, Hyunjin VV, and then the dawn version, Yojin VV, and the Gohan VV for dawn version, and the Heju VV for night version. Everything else is done, so that's good. Now we have some Ever Music version. So I think that I was doing it like this, and I was still missing this card, which is like the QR card. Hello. Okay, and these were the like let's take ibuprofen together cards. There you go. And these. Boom. Okay, so those are done. Yay! I did have to buy a couple of them because I didn't actually join as many goats for these as I thought I did. And also, each one only comes with one of these cards. And there's 10. So, how was I going to do that? Now, what do we need to do? This is going to be a mess. I already know it. Okay, so these are all like new pops for one of a kind that I need to put away. So that's fun. So we have this glasses card, the like me when a bad bitch tells me what to do card, the water gun card, this band-aid one, the straw, this one that's very similar but it's double-sided, this one with the rose, and then I did join for 2 members for these ones. They're like Sanrio fans. Oh, the back is so interesting. What? Why are they beachy? Anyways, then I think these 2 are like kind of a set type of thing, and these 2 are like a set. I love this one so much. What is it, like a quokka? Something like that. So cute. And then this actually ended up being my pool for this one, and I didn't have it. Like I already secured 3 other members for that set. So now I feel like I need to get Hyunjin's so that I have a full thing, right? Very unfortunate. But I think because of that, I am going to move these. And yeah, I think from here on, they were not like repeating outfits very much anymore. Well, actually, these are all in the same outfit. These are the same. These might be the same. Right. I think I'm gonna have to add a page. I do not need this many cards for this era. So this is why I gave them the new binder, because I knew that I had even more, and we still have some TTYL stuff to put away too. So that's a little bit stupid. But that's what we got. Anyways, I'm not sure how I should arrange these, if I should just like anticipate getting Hyunjin someday, because I already have so many, I don't need more, like, but it feels stupid to have 4 out of 5 members, right? Like, that's weird. Okay, we're gonna do this for now. Maybe I will get it. I know that I have still actually a couple more things on the way, which is really stupid, but yeah. Anyways, and I did, I think, set up, which is smart of me. I did set up for the TTYL comeback, and I am still planning on maybe getting everything. This was really difficult. I don't know if it'll be possible, but we're gonna try. So, okay, I have like no go-ons, which is really sad, but that's okay. So obviously starting off with Hyunjae. This is all we have for Hyunjae right now. There we go. And then Yeojin. I did actually pull a lot of Yeojin in the albums that I bought, so we have like okay progress. Like we at least have one for every version, which is nice. And then for Vivi, I have already gotten a couple of like go pulls, so that's why I have some of these already. There we go. And for Misc, we only have this one. It's really sad. There we go. And then for Chuu, there we go. And lastly, I'm honestly not sure how I should do this. This is like the Ever Music version. So I think that there's 2 per member. So maybe we will see if this works out. But I think that we'll do 5 like this. And yeah, that's all of that. So now what we have left, I think, are all non-album things. So I have only a few like pops for this, and then I actually have like a set from their tour that I did not go to, but I did buy it from someone. So first of all, we have like a little strawberry Make Star pop. This one I think is Ever Music Everline pop, and then these were the pulls that I got from the albums that I bought from K-Town. So these are like regular K-Town pops, and then this one is like the showcase pop. I tried to trade, but nobody was really trading this, so I am just gonna keep this Heju and live with it. But I did thankfully pull going for the whatever this is. It's like bow ribbon, something like that. And definitely this will get rearranged once I have more, because I think there's gonna be some repeating outfits. I did not join nearly as many as I was for One of a Kind. I think I got a little burnt out, so yeah, kind of skipped that. Then where did I want to put this toy thing? Was it going way back here? Okay, no, so I'm gonna leave that page there, and I think I'm just going to put this here. So you could buy these at the concert, I think, or these were the VIP cards. I literally am not sure, but I do think that the set is really cute. And just like everything else, I'm just gonna do the 5 pattern. Boom. Okay. And I have 1 billion little white sleeves floating around me, so we're gonna fill in. Yeah, I'm kind of in denial about whatever is going on with Loossemble, but I feel like we're gonna have good news, right? Like they all ended at the same time, so that's a good sign. I was talking about this with Claire. Like it's probably like a good thing. Ultimately, like they seem chill about it, nobody's worried, so that's like reassuring, but I am still a little bit anxious naturally. What is that? Okay, that's another plane. Okay, that's everything for the Loossemble binder. That was a lot of stuff, and now we're gonna go into the like Chuu, Yves, ARTMS binder. They still all fit in the other one, so that is where they live. Okay, so here is the current stack that we are in. Very excited. Let's go. I don't think anything changed in here. I mean, other than like not having Loossemble crammed in here anymore. Everything should be pretty much the same, as far as I know. So yeah, nothing for Howl era. That's all the same. We do have stuff here. I don't know how much. So let's see. We've got a couple of album PCs. So we have this one, this one, this one, also this one, and this one, and then also the stagey versions. Have these, finishing the stagey version, and then we have merch stuff. So okay, I think for I was kind of like mixing stuff, and I think that that's fine. I'm just going to continue mixing stuff. Wait a minute. How is this possible? Wait, oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself. Anyways, let's finish. Okay, then we have, I still don't have the like regular album version for this one, which is really sad. We do have the apple, and this one, and this one. Hello. So yeah, we might have to rearrange this one. That's all the stagey stuff. Okay, now we have a few like merch things. This is fun, right? I talk about that later. Anyways, we have some merch stuff and also a lot of Chuu pods actually. So I think that's what actually most of this is. Let's see. There. This is all Chuu. So easy to get pops, so hard to get album PCs. Like, it's crazy. So these are our trading cards along with these. So I might move this to go with the rest of my pop stuff. This is also a merch card. So we'll have to see where this goes. And yeah, the rest of these are pops. I will talk about them as I get to them. I think for right now, I'm going to put this stuff here. Yay, so cute. And then these were her tour cards, like, or her fan con. It was a tour, but anyways. I think that we need 2 pages probably. Let me count. And that was the fun part. We get to try to figure out what looks good. We have one of these is like baby version and one of these is mochi version. We have a little strawberry. We have headphones and a heart. I have 2 of these ice cream ones. I have another one on the way. I don't know if this is the best arrangement, but this is what we're gonna do. Because I think these ones are generally a little bit earlier in the era. And I do still have a little bit of stuff coming from Go's, but I don't really know how that Go manager runs stuff. Like I'm honestly, there might be a lot of stuff on hand and I have no idea. So hopefully that's not the case, but it's possible. Okay, and then we have the rest of these. This one is so good. Center. Also, really liked these. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this. This feels like very out of place. But this is like a merch card, and I'm not sure where it should go. Right? Maybe I could put it back with the album cards? There's already 3, though. I might just put it here. It just feels really weird to put it back over here. So, I'm gonna ignore that. Okay, yeah, this arrangement is really weird, but I know what my row should be. I just don't know where to put these things. So, yeah, that's all for Chuu. Okay, next is Yves. I did finally make a divider. I had a lot of extra albums, so I just cut out one of the album pages from Loop, and I did have to like trim it, I think, at the top. But yeah, I think it looks really nice, and luckily that photo book is massive, so that's all good. And first things first, we're actually finishing the international version PCs, which is amazing. So we just have these 4. So I believe I wanted this one to be here because it's like one of my favorite ones. And we could put the claw over here. And these are nearly identical, so one of those is going to go on the back. And now this is finished, just in time for the next comeback, which I have joined Go's for. We'll hopefully be adding stuff for that comeback pretty soon. Here we go. Nice. Yay, okay. And then, oh yeah, I did actually add a divider for them as well. So I bought this poster at the concert. I think I had to trim it, maybe? on like the side. I think it was just barely too wide. But anyways, ARTMS. Yeah, we have just some random little pobs because I never really figured out how I was collecting for this. We have these two puzzles. I'm just gonna put them in because I don't know. I don't know what still I'm waiting for. I unfortunately did not get hustles for the Froggy, but I did get Jinsols, which was really lucky. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Jinsols with her stuff. And there we go. Then lastly, I did buy these off of someone. This is like the VIP set from the concert. I did go, but I did not have VIP, so I did not get those cards. So I think I'm gonna put those here since they're official. There we go. So that's everything for this binder. It's pretty fast, I feel. The rest of this is 17. There are still 3 stacks in my photo card thing. Like full stacks. They're all 17 cards. Okay, so here is the Jeonghan, Minghao, Seungkwan stack that we have. Everything should be in order. And we have a very exciting card to start out with because I'm finishing something that I've been complaining about forever. Finally. I think that I traded with someone, so if you are the person that traded with me, thank you. Thank you. So now Seungkwan is like finished. Like, I think that's everything I wanted. I'm pretty sure. So that's really nice. Have I not merged this yet? Yeah, I think I was going to merge this. I just like haven't gotten around to it yet. And basically like just give up on the second Boyz B cards for everyone because it's not happening. They're too expensive. Anyways, now we have the last Minghao 17 is right here card. So that's finished. And then we have everyone's carrot cards. I'm about to find out if I got the right card. I didn't remember which Seungkwan I had or which one I still needed. So let's find out if we did this correctly. So I'm just gonna go straight down the line and just kind of put these in because I don't exactly know. Hello. And here. Okay, I think this is right, actually. Is this right? Thank God. I was so scared. Yay. Okay, and then now we are actually finishing, I think, Jeonghan. So I have an extra. I have an extra of this that I don't really know what to do with, so just gonna keep that on the side, probably sell it or something. Yay. Okay, and now something crazy. We get to actually start the new era, so I don't know why there's like an additional page already. Whew. But I think we're like almost finished with everyone. I think this is correct. I'm not exactly sure what layout we're gonna go for, so I'm just gonna start putting stuff down. And maybe actually, oh my god, I'm so stupid. I didn't collect all the cards for everyone. Because I did not like the Feel New version very much. Just personal preference, I don't know. I just didn't really like it that much. So I only collected that version for DK. It's kind of like trying something new and not collecting every card for every person. But that's like basically the only thing that I changed because I was originally planning on like not getting everyone's Kinos, and then it kind of looks like that's probably gonna happen. So yeah, this is what we have here. Then we have the Feel You version, which I think is done for everyone actually. Incredible. Okay, we're good. Sorry, my bracelet is like clinking. It's clinking on the table. I actually ended up buying this on Pokemarket. Nobody was trading me this one, like the cock. The Minghao cock card. So in a go, I did get both of Minghao's cards. That was just like who we had. So I'm gonna put these in like the middle row. I might be able to get Jeonghan's from a go, but it kind of depends on whether we pull his cards. And I have one DK card, and I don't have either Seungkwan's, but I think I can maybe buy them if it comes down to it. So yeah, anyways, then we have some of the carrot versions. Minghao is finished, so I'll just put all of his here. Wait. This one needs to be centered. So cute. Woo! Okay. Can you tell that this is from like one go? And I pulled this Jeonghan in like one that I bought, and that's kind of it. So we're good. And that is everything that I have for this binder. Now we're gonna go into TK's album stuff binder, which is also very full. This one is questionable. Okay, sorry about the plane in the background. I'm not gonna wait for that because it sounds like it's going really slow or something. But this is the stack that we have for this binder. We have a 17th Heaven card to start out, which is obviously really far away from the front. Let's see. Okay, I think this goes here. So don't have like any of the fan sign cards. I love this card so much. I waited way too long for it. Will not be joining with that Go Manager anymore. Anyways, we do actually have the very first fan sign card. We have YZYA, which is him wearing this like silly little beanie, which I don't even remember him wearing in the video. Like, where is the cowboy hat? That's what we want. Okay, and then this is just empty. So I'm actually going to put this here. I don't even really know what this was. This is like some kind of YZY benefit. But I joined this go because he was the only one left, and I was like, well, I mean, I like DK, so let me just go ahead and claim this. Now we are in 17 is right here. This is the card I was saving a spot for. Can we see everything? Really sorry about that. Anyways, oh, this is like the Olive Young Lucky Draw or Pop or something. Not very many people bought from Olive Young, so this was actually kind of hard to find, honestly. Okay, now this is where things are gonna get complicated. We have this random little guy, and it's in this concept. So it's like I should do this, but now this guy doesn't have a home. Okay, wait, this is the album card? Oh my god, I forgot that I wasn't finished with this album cards here. Here's his last album card. That's crazy. Okay, so there's that. This guy doesn't have a home. This is a group card. I'm just gonna pull everything out here so that we know what's going on. Okay, based on the fact that I have these, I think that the answer is that I should move these. And we should start another page. Not sure what everything is from. Yeah, there's a lot of cards here. We have this thing. This was like a YZY broadcast PC. Okay, and we will start a new page for these guys, I think, because I'm looking and these don't seem appropriate for any of the pages we already have. So yeah, we're starting new pages, and we're also gonna have to start putting away stuff for the new album too, so I'm just going to grab a lot of pages. Yeah, whale. More. This is like the vocal unit card from the deluxe version. I joined a go for this a while ago, and it did finally get sent to me. So we have that. Yeah, I'm not actually sure what I still have on the way for this album. It's probably, at this point, just like YZY stuff, if anything. So I'm gonna say that this is done for now. I'm going to just add fillers just because. Okay, yay. Okay, now we have stuff for the new album, which should be, I think, all of this. Wow, this is really humiliating. So we have this guy, and this guy, and this guy. And then we have some non-album things. I think I was going to do that. We have all of his carat version cards. I might just put here. And then I have one of his keynotes. This one's actually damaged, but my friend said that she was going to give me another one, so I might replace it at some point, but I think for now I'm just going to put it in here. But the thing is, the keynotes have the same concept as like some of our other stuff. Like these, for example. This always is a problem because the carat version is always just all by itself, and then all of this stuff starts repeating and it's confusing. I feel like I got very lucky during the tour. Should I talk about the tour? That literally has happened since the last time I made a video. That's crazy. I got to go to 2 shows. I went to both of the shows in San Antonio and some lower. That's where I'm from originally, so I really love San Antonio. I'm a little bit sad that 17 clearly did not spend very much time there. They spent a little bit of time and kind of walked around, I think, but yeah, I think I'm gonna put these on a different page. Yeah, I would feel like really lucky that I got to go to both shows, and I got to meet a lot of people that I'm like friends with online. And Sarah, Becky, and like we spent like the whole time together, like while they were in San Antonio, and that was really fun. And I feel like that's one of my besties now. So Sarah, if you're watching this, which I hope you are, lol, I miss you. Yeah, so the reason I mentioned that was because these were like the tour cards. I got really lucky and I was able to get both of these like there. Sarah traded me this one, so thank you, Sarah. And then I had a couple of friends who like went to various other places. So I do have the Buyee card also on the way at some point, and I was able to trade with someone to get his LA pop-up shop card. I'm not sure where I should put this. I might put it here. I don't know. Try to vibe it out about where to put stuff. But I feel like there's definitely like more LDs and stuff that look like this, and we just got another Y2Y thing that's also in this fit, right? There's like so many things. I think this is the only card that I have in this concept actually, so this is going to be a little bit unsatisfying. But I'm gonna go ahead and start putting some of these things here. I think these might eventually have to move because I definitely have more in this outfit. I don't think I have more in this outfit, crazily, somehow. And for right now, I know that there were a ton of things in this outfit, and I am kind of happy about it because I really like this look. But after a while, I was like, okay, that's enough. Like, I think Attack era is a good example of like the ideal pop situation for me because like, first of all, it's way less than this, way less than we usually get. I'm just gonna flip to it to show my example. Like, I think Attack was ideal because there was so much variety. So we had like some things that match the album cards, and then we have like some stuff that doesn't match the album cards. We have like performance outfits and music video outfits, like quite a variety because there were so many different outfits in the music video. And then all of this stuff is like so cute and fun. Like, we had a couple of repeating things obviously, but to at least have these, like, these are perfect. Like, this is like a perfect pop era to me. This would be ideal. Anyways, just longing for the past as usual. Oh my god, sorry. Nothing fell. Now we're gonna do another DK binder. This is actually, I did change some stuff around, which we will see a little bit more as I keep going. But this binder used to have like basically everything else DK related plus trading cards, and now it's just trading cards. So we're gonna go into the trading card stuff binder. Okay, so this is the new stack that we have for just the trading card binder. If y'all remember, yeah, this binder is still the biggest one that I have, so I think that I have more freedom to put other stuff in here if I need to. But if you remember, this binder used to start out with like the carat zones. Not the case anymore. So yeah, these are all Japanese sized stuff. I don't have actually any of those. I have this one lonely guy. Like, this is from the hoodie, I think. And I actually didn't get any other trading cards for this, so I'm just gonna put this here. This is kind of a miscellaneous page, so that's where he's gonna go. And now we'll keep going. So, oh, I did actually, whoa, I left pages here. That's cool. Really quickly though, sorry about the sirens. Really quickly though, I have this a little bit out of order, I guess. But I do have this card that I bought on Polka Market for like $5 or something. It was really cheap. But this was one of his movie benefits for the Follow Again to cinemas. I do have like, I think more from this coming. So as I get those, they're just gonna go here. There we go. And anyways, we have Carrot Lanterns, which is why I have all these pages here, because this is the last year's Carrot Land section, and I went back to my roots and for Carrot Land collected like my entire bias line. So we have a lot for just DK and then everything for everyone else. So yeah, this gets a little confusing because we have a lot of like group cards and other stuff. So we have, I think there's 6 trading cards. So there's like the regular, are these in order? I gotta look at the numbers. So hang on. Now they're in order. I think these are so funny. Like, I kind of wasn't about it. I was like, why are they in an elevator? But now I just think that it's kind of funny. Like, pushing the button and looking at the camera. He brought a bike into this apartment or something. He's squatting on the ground. There we go. Okay, I'm not sure how I should do this. So I think I'm gonna put these actually down here. And what do we have? We have these 2 cards. So this is the trading card selfie. And then this was the like clothing item set thing. I don't remember what it was. And then we have the lenticular, which this is honestly very scary to me because he's like asleep and then awake. It's a little weird. And then we also have these 2. So I actually might move this somewhere else and do these, since this one is a selfie at least, and this scares me. So I'm gonna move that somewhere. And then these are the group cards that we ended up with. So we have the hip hop unit selfie. I think there was multiple performance unit selfie, and then 2 vocal unit selfies. They are different pictures. Uzi's doing the exact same, like he didn't move at all, but everyone else moved. Beep. Let's see how many pages we have here. Actually, I have 2 pages here, so I was anticipating that everything was going to fit here, I think, because this is just enough for the rest of the trading cards. I'm going to add 1 page. Just because this is too many cards to like put on the back somewhere. Liberal youth, wow. I kind of don't like that these are all like sideways selfies, but I understand why they do it, because it's like a lot of people to get in one picture. Oh my god. Sorry, that went to the page behind. Okay, there we go. Now we can put the rest of the trading cards. So we have all of Jeonghan, Minghao, and Seungkwan's cards, but they are probably not in order, just like DK's was not in order. So selfies, and shout out to Bella as usual. I join like her goes a lot, and these trading cards are all from her go. So I'm very thankful I was able to get everybody that I wanted. It's funny how some of them took a lot more pictures like with this elevator than others. Like DK had like one picture in the elevator. But these guys did their entire photo shoot in the elevator. And lastly, we have the selfies. Yay. A little bit of an anticlimactic finish, but that is everything that I have for the trading card binder. Everything is all good. And now we're going to go into my new binder, which has some explanation needed probably. Okay, so here is the new binder. This is the stack that I have for the new binder. Clearly some stuff has moved here. So basically this is not album related DK stuff. Also OT13 stuff that would go with that. And I also moved all of my bias line pops in here. If you watch my video of like using the Prism Platinum binder, I just like wasn't in love with it and it was really packed in there. So I ended up moving it, and I will probably not be keeping the Prism Platinum binder. I just don't really have a use for it now. I don't really know what I would put in there. It's really big, and I think it kind of defeats the purpose of like an A5 in my personal opinion. The way that I use them, you know, other people, it's probably perfect. You just like the way a 4-pocket looks, you know? But I'm not really that type of person. I kind of don't like the way a 4-pocket looks sometimes. So in this case, this was one of those cases I didn't really like how it looked. So yeah, those are in the back of all this. But first of all, first things first, we actually have 2 carrot zones to put away. 2. So this is, it's dirty. It's really unfortunate. This was like disclosed. I think that it had some damage or whatever, but this is the Carrotland one. And then we also have the one from 17 is right here in Haknyeon. There we go. Yeah, I did not go to either of the shows here that had carrot zones, which is really unfortunate, but I was just comforting myself like, you already have this one. Though it would be cool to have one that says in USA or in New York or whatever it says. I just think it would be cool. But we don't have that, which is unfortunate. So yeah, let's just go flip through and just see what is here. This is like random merch stuff, I guess, because like these are from like t-shirts and stuff and like 17 Museum. So that's there. And then now we have the in the soup stuff is here. So I have like bias line in the soup stuff is here. And then I also have everyone else is in the soup stuff here. So that's pretty nice. And speaking of in the soup, whew, I have been meaning to start this collection for a while. I want OT13 for the first in the soup set, and I finally have one card for it. If you can believe it, I have one. Mr. Wonu is the first of this set. Aside from my bias line, which I've had for a long time, we are starting that. So there we go. I think actually I need to go back. This is stupid. I have one card that my friend gave me that I think I'm gonna put right here since this is kind of a miscellaneous page. So Kaylee and I traded freebies and she gave me my entire bias line. So first up is DK. And we are just gonna put him in here. And the other ones are gonna go in their respective spots. Alright, continuing past this. So then I have all the Nanator stuff here, which is also really nice. So this is new. Now we have a couple of DVD things. I think I was continuing Japan stuff here, so I'm not going to put something there. I am unfortunately maybe going to have to add a page. I don't want to though, so I'm going to avoid doing that. Unfortunately, DK was not one of the members that was holding a flower in this version, but this is the follow digicode thing. They were doing random 1 of 2 sets, and thankfully I joined Bella's Go for this one too, and she was able to pull enough for people who joined for both to get both of who they joined for. So that's all we have there. And yeah, that's actually all for this section. This is more like DVD stuff, and then I also put the social club stuff here. I just feel like this makes more sense. We got photo book stuff in general here. So now the like OT sets that go with these are like all together. Like maybe the arrangement is weird to y'all, but this is how I have it. Sorry about the helicopter, my god. I am still trying to get the rest of these. That'd be nice. Just need like the white version for these guys. And I don't care about getting it for them. But the membership stuff is here, so I have the rest of the membership kit there. Yeah, okay, and here is where I have moved everyone's pobs and stuff. I have separated by member, and I have downsized anyone who was not in my bias line, so I don't have like a weird mix anymore. Now it's like, it feels a little more intentional, just a little. It's like a couple of things that I still want for Jeonghan that I don't have. But first of all, we have a couple of things for Jeonghan. We have this one. Oh my god, what was this from? This is a YZY card, and then we also have this one. Hello Live. So I joined a go and it was random, and I decided that I liked Jeonghan's more than DK's. So I prioed Jeonghan. I was scared. I was like, if I don't get him, what if I don't get DK either? So I was a little scared about that. I do need to add a page real quick. Okay, so at the tour, I was also able to trade for both of Jeonghan's cards. So we have both of his tour LDs. Right here. And hello. And lastly, I have the freebie that Kaylee gave me for Jeonghan. So he's gonna go right here. There we go. And now obviously we have the Minghao section. And I do have a couple of cards for Minghao too. So I bought this one on Mercari US. I was really obsessed with this card, just like everyone else. And thankfully I was able to just buy it from someone. I think it's real. If it's not, like, message me privately. Don't comment and tell me that it's fake. Anyways, then I also was able to get this one. This is another one of his tour LDs. I only got one of them. So I got that one. And then, of course, Kaylee's freebie for Minghao. There we go. And now we have the Seungkwan section. And once again, I was able to get one of his tour LDs. So we have this one holding a pencil. I don't know why there's like fillers here, but there wasn't in the other one. But we're just gonna move those. And now we also have Kaylee's freebie for Seungkwan. Okay. And last but not least, we have this other coffee Jisun. I really like this card. And with this coffee cup, and then we have Kaylee's freebie for June as well, which is so funny that you decided to give me June. And now everybody has one. So that is the back of this binder. It literally ends with the random June pops, so yay. Let me know what y'all think about this setup, because it's a little bit crazy, but I think it also maybe like opens the door for me to do what Just does and have a binder of Just pops, because then I can move these there and also have DKs there. But then we have so many binders, and I don't like having so many for one group, but it's because I have too much stuff for one group, so can't really get around that. Oh, sorry. But yeah, this is like, you're supposed to be able to like lock it or something. I don't really know how this works. Like you do this and then it kind of holds it down so they're not flying around, right? But then it's like squeezing them. I don't know if I like that. Maybe it'll do that. Okay. And of course, last but not least, we have the OG OT13 binder. Nothing really changed here except for taking some stuff out of it, so now there's a little more room in here. This is the stack that we have. Whoa. Okay. Plain. As usual, the first things that we have are June cards, and we once again have to shift everything. because they are earlier cards than some other cards. So I have this random love and letter. I am trying to get the other one too. If anybody has the other one with him with the flower, I have 2 Seungkwans that are up for trade and a Woozy. It's not the better Woozy one though. I think he has one that's like really good. It's the one where you can see his whole body and he's doing like a little kick or something. So yeah, we're gonna have to shift everything. Okay, we shifted a lot, but I added this one, put a filler here, and I did like leave a couple of spaces because I know that there are a few cards that I'm still missing for these. Obviously there's a few more than this, honestly. But we have the last one for this. Wait, I didn't need a space for this. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Because this is going to my OT13 set. So this is gonna be later. Which means I can shift these down a little bit. Sorry guys. I'm very unorganized with this June situation. I really need to just give him a binder, but I just mentally have not been ready for that. So yeah, anyways. I do have a few from the current album, Spill the Feels. I only wanted these 2 for photo book versions, and I think that I pulled them, which is really funny. Yeah, and then I pulled this one, carrot version. I'm hoping to get the rest of his eventually, but yeah, this one is really funny, like something scary. Continuing, why did I have this extra page here? You know what? I think that I left this for June, and I forgot that that was there, so that's my bad. Moving on, we do have a Hoshi for Hyunjae. This is the Hana version. So now we literally only need the Joshua for this version. Almost done. Also, whoa, I did not know that I even had this Hoshi. Like, I literally almost bought this the other day because I did not know that I had it. I need to mark that off. My bad. Moving on. I have one dual version. I have this Wonu. Thank God. I finally have something here. These are the only guys that I have for this version. Nothing here. Actually, the next thing that I have is all the way in 17th Heaven, so we're just... Ooh, sorry about that. We're just gonna move past all of this. And yeah, here we go. So first of all, I have this Minghao. Can't go there. And I have this Hoshi, which I just need like one Joshua to have a full page for this album, but I am trying to get everything and I'm still missing a lot for other people. So all we have is this Vernon. So that's all for this. This set is done and we're finishing this set, thankfully. Oh my gosh. We have this Hoshi. Ugh, the June from earlier. He's saluting June. Wow. I have a ton of freebies. I mean, not freebies. Fillers off on the side here. And then we also have this Minghao. So this is all done. Finally. And then I think we're also finishing these. So I ended up just buying the rest that I was missing. And so we have this as Scoops, which I had neither of his, and I think I had neither of Hoshi's too, but since I was buying in bulk, I think the person selling was willing to part with these. Whoa. Because yeah, the two Hoshi cards were like really good cards, so they were very hard to trade for. Oh my god. These go with the other set. You didn't see any of that. We have Ducky Hoshi. don't know why that didn't register at all. The thing is, like, I saw this outfit and I knew that like his outfit and background was kind of gray for this version too. So I was like, looks correct to me. And I just went with it. But here's the correct scoops. I was missing both of theirs for both sets, so that's a little confusing. Now we're finishing this one for real. Okay. And then we have this carrot version. This is like so silly looking, but I should be finishing this set, I think. Oh my god, I forgot about all of the Junes. That is my bad. So guys, there's a couple of Junes that need to be moved. And we need to shift stuff again, because yeah, we have these. They need to go somewhere. But yeah, we are finishing this. Yay! Yeah, once again, I just bought all of these. I bought a ton from Bella because, oh my god. Like, I did join YZY Ghost that would probably get these eventually, but we haven't gotten like any of the fan sign cards from even 17th Heaven, so God knows when we'll get these. Okay, so really fast, because this is actually, I think, the last things that we have for this entire video. I'm gonna show what this rest of the binder looks like. So this is like TTT stuff. I think we're probably gonna have more soon, low-key. And then we have some pop sets that I did, and yeah, then the back of this is all freebies. So everything else that was an OT13 set was like something that just came as an OT13 set. So that was why I moved these. Need to move. Because yeah, I'm still missing the other half of this heart. Bella did not have any. So we are missing that. Okay. So I'm gonna end it here. I think that it was long. It feels long. I'm tired and I'm hungry. So thank you so much for watching this, and I'm really sorry about, you know, being the most inconsistent YouTuber on the planet, but this is just a hobby for me, and I've been having weird feelings about collecting in general, so I haven't been looking forward to putting stuff away as much as I usually do. Sorry if that's like a bad vibe to end this on. I generally don't like to bring that vibe here because we're just having fun and putting stuff away, but I feel like a lot of people have been kind of feeling this way, especially with all of these groups like literally disbanding and all of this mistreatment coming out. Obviously it takes away from the fun of like consuming that content, so yeah. Anyways, let me know who your mini teen bias is. Mine is Fox Dungy. Bye.